Okay, so we just finished the 9 rows for the bottom border, and now we're ready to begin the repeating chart for the blanket. The blanket has 6 stitches on this side and this side, left and right side of the blanket, that are reserved for a border. So we'll be doing the left and right side border while we're doing the inside of the blanket. So the border is just knit stitches. So we're going to knit 6. Now this part is optional. I like to, these are called stitch markers. You could probably find them at Walmart. I like to put a stitch marker next to my border so that I know when my inside chart ends and my border begins. And now we're ready to begin the first part of the chart. The first 3 stitches are purls, so we're going to purl 3, which means we're going to bring our yarn to the front through the center of the stitches to the front. We're going to stick our needle in through the front instead of the back. We're going to wrap our yarn counterclockwise and then pull it out and pull the old stitch off. So we're going to do 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. And then knit 3. And then we're going to knit 2 together. So that, it's exactly the way it sounds. We're going to knit 2 stitches together. So we're going to take these next 2 stitches. We're going to stick our needle in through the back, through the first one, and then through the second one. And then we're going to knit them together. And it turns 2 stitches into 1 stitch. Then we're going to knit 1. Then we're going to make a yarn over. So that means we bring our yarn to the front. And then the next stitch is a purl. So that means we have to bring our yarn around again so that our yarn is in the front for a purl. So we bring our yarn to the front because it's a yarn over, and then because we have to purl, we have to bring our yarn around again so that we can purl. Purl 2. 1, 2. And then we have another yarn over. So we take our yarn to the back, and the next stitch is a knit, so we have to bring it around again so that we're in the position to knit. Knit 1. And now we're going to knit 2 through the back loop. So, sounds kind of intimidating, but it's actually really easy. So for the knit 2 together, we went through the back of both of the stitches and then knitted them. For the knit 2 together through the back loop, we're going to go through the front, through the first stitch, and then through the second stitch to the back, and knit them together that way. And then knit 3. And then purl 3. And that's the end of the brackets. So you're going to repeat everything within the brackets 4 more times across the blanket. So we're going to purl 3. Knit 3. Knit 2 together. Knit 1, yarn over, and then we have to purl, so we're going to bring it around, purl 2, yarn over, and then bring it around again so we can knit, knit 1, knit 2 together through the back loop, so we're going through the front, and then through the front, and then knit 3, purl 3, and you keep repeating that until you come to your last 6 stitches. Okay, I've come to my last 6 stitches, so I'm going to put my other stitch marker on to mark where my border is. I'm going to knit 6, and then I'm going to turn my work for row 2 of the repeat. So first I knit my 6 stitches for the border. Slip my marker over. And now for row 2, we're going to knit 3. Then we're going to purl 6. Then we're going to knit 2. Purl 6. And knit 3. And you're going to repeat everything in those brackets across the row until you come back to your 6, until you come across to your 6 border stitches. I'm now at my 6 border stitches, so I'm going to slip my marker, and then I'm going to knit 6. And then I'm going to turn work for row 3. Knit my 6 border stitches. Slip my stitch marker, and now do the chart. Purl 3, knit 2, knit 2 together, knit 1, yarn over, and since the next stitch is a knit, I just leave my yarn here. I don't need to wrap it around for a purl. I'm just going to leave it right here. So for this yarn over, we just pull it to the back. Or I'm sorry, we just pull it to the front. And then we knit, purl 2, knit, yarn over, knit 1, 2 together through the back loop. Knit 2. And purl 3. And continue the pattern in the brackets across until you come back to your 6 border stitches. I'm here at my border stitches, so I'm going to slip my marker and knit 6. Oops. Now I'm going to turn work for row 4. Knit my 6 border stitches. And then knit the chart for row 4, which is knit 3, purl 6, knit 2, purl 6, and knit 3. And then you repeat what's in the brackets all the way across, and then you knit your border, and you'll be ready to turn work for row 5, which will be in the next video.